Work at a pizza place. Spoiler warning, get ready for a lot of pizza transitions in this video because that's all I could think of when making this video. Maybe aside from Meep City, this is the first actual massive Roblox game I distinctly remember playing a ton. In fact, I think this was the game that made me completely abandon Meep City, and that was definitely for the best. As much as I actually don't have a bad time with Meep City, especially considering that besides the school, it's actually a pretty harmless game, Work at a Pizza Place completely blows this game out of the water. Hell, I think this game is better than Natural Disasters Survival, which is usually the game that they seem to compare with, not only because they are considered the classic Roblox games, but at the time of 2008. They really set the expectations on what a Roblox game can do. Yeah, you can already tell that I adore this game. And yes, I really do. I first played this game in December of 2018, which is actually kinda late since it was the game's 10th anniversary, but who cares, I didn't have Roblox then. And do you know why I really love this game with all my heart? It's because of the jobs. Oh my god, I really just said the J word. I'm definitely gonna say that a lot in this video. These jobs enhance you to play more and more. And what if you got bored from the job? Well, pick another one. What if you don't wanna work? On break is right there. There are 5 actual jobs in this game, but for the purposes of this list, I'm counting the manager, since he's the one keeping this place in stock, and on break, because it still shows up on the menu screen, and since you can still do fun around here. And of all those 7 roles, there's not a single bad one. Heck, the worst one on this list is actually pretty solid, and the best one is a role I usually do whenever I'm playing this game. This is gonna be a really positive ranking, and also kinda short though. I don't know how long, but I'm really either trying to stretch it, or just rush the whole list. I mean, I need to make a ranking of an actually popular Roblox game. And this is the one that came in mind. But let's actually cook up these jobs. Let's go.
Pizza! In the game of life!
Yeah, you knew that this was going to be last place. Pizza boxer is. Okay. This role is kinda of a mixed bag. On the one hand, people say that it's soul-drainingly boring, which, no. But on the other hand, I do kinda get most of the criticisms for this job. I think the reason why people say it's boring is that it's the most simple job in the game. You just get the box, get the pizza, and use the pizza cutter, and that's it. Yeah, they even added a pizza cutter because the job was too easy. Hell, there's even a golden pizza cutter for a game pass. I don't know what it does. Does it make the pizza golden? The worst part about this job is when there's a cook that does nothing, which makes Pizza Boxer practically a sleep simulator. This is actually crucial to any role, but the Pizza Boxer definitely got it the worst. However, when there's a truckload of pizzas on the way, it's really satisfying to cut them all and place them in a box. You could make a funk song with it. And since the Pizza Boxer is the closest to the manager office, then you could easily just wait for the manager to leave, or resign, and boom, you can become the manager. And since you are the closest to the manager office, it's also really easy for the manager to promote you. I mean, unless you leave the pizza on the floor, it's impossible to fail this job. I guess that's all I have. It's a serviceable job, but I'd rather play the other ones. I will take this job when no one has it though.
Pizza!
Cashier, another one of the simplest jobs. Coincidence? I think not. The cashier is honestly the only job in the game that I can say it has seen better days. So what's this cashier about? Well, first a customer comes up, you greet them, and what would they want? They think, they choose the item, you have to click correctly, and that's it. But don't click incorrectly, because they will speak to your manager. Nah, just kidding, but you will ruin their day. I loved the cashier job because of the nice compliments I got from them. It's way more satisfying than in delivery. It's also very accessible for newcomers in the game, because it's the first job that shows up on the menu. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but I'm not complaining. Yeah, this job can be pretty fun, especially if you're alone and try to talk to 2 people at a time. It usually works, but sometimes the game just cancels one of their order, which, okay. However, the biggest tragedy of this job is when they removed the funny responses. It kinda tarnished the entire job. Like, this would have easily been in my top 2 jobs if it still had them. What I mean is that there were funny responses that just immediately annoyed the customer, which let them leave. Like you could say to the customer, "I love you," and they would just leave the restaurant. That was the funniest shit in my childhood. But now it's just kinda spiritless. Like I know they removed it because the newer generation wouldn't know on what to pick. But man, this would be epic if it was still here. Still a solid job. I like the responses I get, but man, I miss the funny responses.
My life is pizza! Pizza!
Now I said it earlier this video, but I'm counting the on break. Now I know it's technically not a job, but it would be fun to give it a mention. And plus it would be better ranking 7 jobs instead of 6. Wait a minute, there's 6 jobs, but if we add on break, there's 7. 6, 7. Add on break, you can do basically anything you want, but there's a catch, you won't get paid, so if you're grinding money in this game, then on break is the worst option. With that said, I had a lot of fun with on break, either decorating my house to make it look better, or just driving in my car right after it. It's really a chill vibe to make your house look better, and it's also cool to just drive around relentlessly, as you look at the game's graphics. As I said before, the game looks really cool as an early Roblox game, and the vibes are immaculate. It's unfortunate that you won't get paid when you're on this job, which obviously makes sense, but that's the only thing that keeps on break from ranking any higher. I really like on break, all things considered, but it would be ridiculous to rank it any higher.
I want to speak to your manager.
Pizza!
The manager is one of the most aura-filled, and also one of the most egotistically bankrupt jobs, in all of work at a pizza place. I think it's an unanimous thing to say that the manager is far and away the most controversial job in the whole game. Which is the reason why it's in the middle of everything. This job really depends on the people. Either the manager does the job really well, or the manager is absolutely incompetent. Oh yeah, let's talk about it. So didn't I say this in the pizza boxer segment? You can give people bonus, or make you the employer of the day. But a good manager sees a bad person and tries to put him back to work, or kick him out of the game. Honestly, this job is actually very inspirational to people who want to do business and management in high school. I can't exactly relate to this, because my high school is an arts high school, or high school arts, if you will. But business and management is certainly a very important profession to have. Alright, back to the manager. The one thing that's amazing about this job is that you can take the role of basically anything besides on break. There's no cashier, don't worry, the manager comes and saves the day while still getting paid. And if you try to enter your own house, you lose the manager job, which is stupid. Yeah, this whole segment was just me explaining the manager job, but unlike on break, you can't exactly explain if you like this job or not. I certainly like having a lot of power as a manager, and it is certainly inspirational for middle schoolers. But it's a role that definitely has a lot of things to question, so I'll rank it right in the middle. It's still a really good job.
Hey, motherfucker! Come here and give me your
Pizza!
Spoiler warning, but the 3 jobs that remain are cook, delivery, and supplier. These are the 3 jobs I would instantly pick if I'm playing this game. And let's start off with the delivery. I mean, come on, delivery is a job that's very rewarding. Pizzas and sodas need to be transported, which is why the delivery is here. Make sure to transport it to the right place, or else, you're just stupid. I mean, Albert Einstein once said, everybody is a genius. But if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. So as I said, deliver your sodas and pizzas to the right place to earn money. I like the compliments I get from the people. I prefer it in cashier, but this is still fun. I guess there could be no cars for the deliveries to use, which, just walk I guess, or spend Robux for a scooter. But the main reason this job isn't number 1, is because sometimes I deliver my pizzas and then my pizzas for some reason disappear, and I lose my fucking payment. Like, don't make me perfectly time my delivery. I want to go around the nature. Don't decrease my payment. Anyways, really great job.
Drive it in my truck right after a
Pizza!
Hey, that bomb, please shake like a
Pizza!
I don't care. I just absolutely do not care what you guys say about supplier. This job is amazing. This job is absolutely not for demons. It's actually for people that genuinely care to make a restaurant in stock. Supplier's job is to produce a block of pizza ingredients and sodas, placing it in the truck, going to this place, and use the lever to open the truck and send out the ingredients. Suppliers don't get enough credit on just how big of a job they're doing. I mean, I can live without a pizza boxer, but no supplier. You might as well put me in a coffin. It's also really satisfying to click the buttons to produce the ingredients. Satisfying ASMR sound. I like placing the boxes into the truck. This job also needs a lot more skill than most other jobs. Like, should I just leave some boxes and bring them in another round? Am I risking a lot of boxes and will potentially fall? Or should I bring an even amount of them? So damn good. And obviously, the best part about this job is driving the truck. You can even bump into trees and they'll just fall. That's hilarious. Like, I'm generally so tired of people dissing the suppliers. It provides more thought than a lot of the other jobs. And it's just pure fun. One of my favorite jobs in the game by far. But, it's still not the best one. Because I mean, it had to be coming.
Pizza!
Guys, it honestly wasn't even a competition. And after the delivery got knocked down to third place, you knew that this job was gonna be number one. I didn't rank cook at number one because it's the most complex job, but it's sheer chaos that's happening there just makes me smile. Cook has some of the most insane people ever, but it's so funny to watch them fumble the job, that you can't deny that it's peak cinema. So cook is the second job on the menu after cashier, and the goal is to cook the pizzas and deliver them to the pizza boxer. But don't let them out for long because they will become cold, and don't drop it because bugs will crawl into the dough. But I have to admit, I usually do that sometimes. I mean, just listen to their scream when you put the bugs into the oven. And when you put the soda into the freaking oven. Dude, it shattered the whole glass. That just kills me. And you can even make a freaking Oreo pizza if you burn it. Do I really need to elaborate on why this job is number one? It's just fun doing unnecessary creativity around this job. However, even with that, it's an amazing job, making the pizzas, putting in the oven, which, thankfully, isn't unbearably long, and looking at its tasty look. If you take this job seriously, it's still really good. Honestly, I don't ask anything to be changed in this job. It has the perfect amount of features. Without a doubt my favorite job in work at a pizza place. So that was the ranking. Work at a pizza place is one of my favorite Roblox games. If it's not my favorite, it's definitely in the top 10. And it's so refreshing to see this game having a genuinely positive player base. However, I'm done talking about this game. Not only because of this video, but I covered the small things in the Roblox games I love video. I pretty much talked about everything about this game, which is a reason I don't need to make a third video about this game. But still, work at a pizza place will remain in my heart for generations to come. So my schedule in February, honestly, this and March will be a bit of a sleeping month for my content. I mean, besides this, and probably a short video, the only thing I'm planning in February is the 23rd BYA episode releasing on the 21st of February. And March might be an even bigger empty void, because I'll just release a finale of Mini and that's it. I mean, I'm retiring this May, so I guess that's a reason it's gonna be dry, but don't worry, I'll be back soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Hyper beta 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 diddles children like a hater. Beta 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 beta, more like a masturbator. Hyper beta 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 diddles children like
Pizza!